Sister wives signs Robyn and her kids are sick of Kody Brown. Do Robyn and her kids even like Kody Brown? That's a question many Sister Wives viewers have asked as season 19 continues. Kody's original 3 wives have left, leaving him to lead a monogamous life with Robyn and her 5 children. She always proclaimed she wanted to live a polygamous life, so having her husband in the house all the time isn't quite what she envisioned. Now that Kody never leaves, some viewers think Robyn and her kids have grown sick and tired of his antics. Read on to see what others are saying. Have Kody and Robyn Brown fallen out of love? In the early days of Sister Wives, Kody and Robyn always seemed to be in their honeymoon phase. But amid the triple divorce, they always seem to be at one another's throats. Some fans have even speculated Kody doesn't love Robyn at all. He keeps her around for vanity purposes. Robyn and her kids mock Kody. A Redditor tiled their post on the platform. I caught it on camera a few times now. It's brief, but they do it right in front of him. Kody will act like an idiot, and they quickly exchange glances and smirks. Particularly Robyn and Brianna. Imagine what they say behind his back. Away from the cameras, the OGs never did that, and yet they are the disloyal ones. Other Sister Wives viewers noticed the mocking. After watching Kody and Robyn's dynamic for so many years, other Sister Wives fans agreed. It seems like he's been grating on her nerves for quite some time. Now that he doesn't have any other wives, she bears the full weight of his obnoxious habits. Other Redditors added, I think she has a lot of contempt for him. I think she was in love with him in the beginning, but now he annoys her. She puts up with him because she doesn't have to work, but I really do think he annoys her most of the time. I don't think she ever loved him. She heard about the show and made her move put her scent out there and lured him in. To her, it was about a step to be on TV and fulfill her dream of being a big deal. I'd be mocking also if everything we see is accurate. I can't wait for the day it clicks that she was never loyal and he gave up everything for her. How do you feel about the dynamics between Kody Brown and Robyn's family? Share your own thoughts and ideas in the comments below. The quiet rumblings of discontent within the Brown family had long been masked by the glossy veneers of Robyn Brown's composed demeanor and Kody's brash confidence. However, those who looked closely could see the cracks beginning to show. Once the loyal supporter and defender of Kody's vision of plural marriage, Robyn was no longer able to conceal the frustrations bubbling beneath the surface. Even her children, who had been raised under the strong influence of Kody's patriarchal worldview, were beginning to pull away. The dinner table showdown. The first undeniable sign came during what was supposed to be a peaceful family dinner at Robyn's house. Kody, as usual, dominated the conversation, lecturing the children about respect and the importance of following his lead. His words were met with silence, but the tension was palpable. Brianna, typically one of Kody's most agreeable stepdaughters, dropped her fork with a clang and muttered under her breath, "Why don't you follow your own advice for once?" Kody froze, his fork mid-air, while the room fell silent. Robyn's eyes widened in alarm, but instead of immediately defending Kody as she had in the past, she remained still. Brianna's words hung in the air, and instead of addressing the moment, Kody waved it off with a dismissive laugh, muttering something about teenage rebellion. Yet, the glance Robyn shot her daughter spoke volumes. It wasn't anger, but a flicker of understanding and perhaps even agreement. The unspoken divide. It was becoming increasingly clear that Robyn was struggling to reconcile her loyalty to Kody with her children's growing frustrations. Aurora, once Kody's most vocal supporter, had started spending more time in her room, avoiding family gatherings altogether. When asked why, she shrugged and said she was too busy with schoolwork. Yet, her social media posts told a different story. Pictures with friends, late-night study sessions, and even a caption that read, "Home doesn't always feel like home." Meanwhile, Dayton, who had always been more reserved, began declining Kody's invitations for one-on-one bonding time. Kody tried to frame it as Dayton being busy with his studies and career ambitions, but insiders close to the family suggested otherwise. Dayton has always been close to his mom, a source revealed, but lately even he seems to be keeping his distance whenever Kody's around. Robyn's subtle rebellion. Robyn herself began to show subtle signs of rebellion. While she was still present at family events, her body language was markedly different. During one of the family's tense group discussions, Kody launched into a tirade about Cristin's disrespectful departure from the family. In the past, Robyn would have nodded along, maybe even chimed in to back him up. This time, she remained quiet, her arms crossed, her expression unreadable. Later that evening, in a confessional segment, Robyn admitted, "I'm starting to realize that there are things I've ignored for too long. Maybe I've been too focused on keeping the peace." Her words were a far cry from her earlier stance as Kody's staunchest ally. Cracks in the foundation. The family's weekly church meetings, once a cornerstone of their plural marriage, had become a source of contention. Kody insisted on leading these gatherings, but attendance had dwindled. Robyn's kids often found excuses to skip, claiming they were overwhelmed with homework or not feeling well. Even Robyn began to miss a few, citing migraines and fatigue. When Robyn did attend, her focus seemed elsewhere. She no longer hung on Kody's every word or offered supportive smiles during his sermons. Instead, she looked distracted, her eyes darting to her children, who sat sullen and disinterested.